Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're covering Cathay Pacific's regional business class product. Stick around and we'll cover the hard product, the soft product, the food, the lounge. We'll let you know whether we think it's worth it for you to spend your points or your hard-earned money on a ticket to upgrade to business class. Now sit back and enjoy and take a look at this great view of Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, Thailand.
Welcome to Voyager Smith. In 2024, my wife and I sold our house and all of our belongings and left for Thailand from the United States with our 2 Labrador Retrievers. Join us as we review all of our travel and talk about our experiences living abroad. And if you find this information useful, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Now enjoy the video.
So welcome to Suvarnabhumi Airport. Right in the lobby area, there are 2 of these Viran Kambans. The story is that during the war between Rama's army and Tosakant's demons, Virakamban tried to escape after his ally was killed, and he hid beneath the ocean floor while leaving an illusionary version of himself fighting above. Eventually, Hanuman discovered the trick, pulled him out of the sea, and killed him by throwing him into a mountain. He's considered a demon guardian, and pretty cool. Really tall there. So, anyways, today we are going to be flying 2 flights. One is the regional business class from Bangkok to Hong Kong, and the next flight will be the long haul from Hong Kong all the way to Boston, 15 hours. Yeah, it's going to be a long one, but we are in business class, so that helps a lot. So stick around, and we are going to first stop off at Cathay Pacific's lounge. They have their own lounge here in Suvarnabhumi Airport. Now on the way back in Boston, which I'm going to do in a separate video, we have access to the Delta Sky Club lounge, because there is no Cathay Pacific lounge in Boston's airport. So hang around, we'll make our way into the lounge. So Cathay Pacific has quite a reputation for their lounges. They're widely regarded as some of the best in the world, and this one's no exception. I'm going to show you the Hong Kong lounge in the next video when we're connecting on to Boston, but this is the regional one in Bangkok Airport, and it's small, but it's still fantastic. They don't give you, there's not a huge variety of food options, but the food that they have is really, really good. They always have a noodle bar. They do dan noodles and wonton soup, and it's phenomenal. They do put out all the sauces and spices and stuff like that on the countertop for you to, zhuzh up your soup the way you want it to. But absolutely outstanding. And the lounges are always very relaxing. They're well decorated, and they're just a really pleasant place to spend some time. So highly recommend them if you ever get the chance. Okay, I'm just going to say, if you're an airline geek like me and you like plane watching, this is got to be the best lounge seating area ever. They have these like recliners, stretch your legs out, you're watching the planes go by. It doesn't get any better than this. And you have a cocktail or a glass of wine in your hand, so it's all good. Here's a look at our plane for the day. This is a Airbus A330. It's 11 and a half years old. You can see our seating configuration. It's 222 in business. There's 24 business class seats. Sue and I were sitting here in row 14, and a pretty nice seat for a short haul trip, right? And check this out. Right next to us was a Cathay Pacific and their 80th anniversary livery. Kind of a rare sight, but very, very cool. So I don't know if it was the 80th anniversary livery or the fact that I was filming, but we basically came in through the wrong door and boarded in the economy section. So we had to cut through up front, but it all worked out fine. Like I said, these are older seats. This flight was only about 2.5 hours long. So for a 2.5 hour flight, it's perfectly fine. Plenty of leg room. The monitor was very unresponsive. It wasn't very good. You can definitely tell its age. But they served us an entire meal. It was comfortable seating. It was easy enough for, I don't actually think my wife needed to get up and go past me during the flight, but it wouldn't have been hard to do had that been the case. I mean, you can see how much leg room there is in front of my legs. So, that started us off with a thing with champagne. I was trying to figure out what that pocket was in the front, and what I figured it's perfect for is putting your reading glasses in. It's really too small to use for a phone or anything. So, but it works great for your reading glasses to just shove those in there when you're not wearing them. But we're getting this started. Cathay always has these nice paper menus with stitching in the center. It's really a classy touch, and we're looking forward to it. Cathay Pacific Airlines was founded in 1946 by American pilot Roy C. Farrell and Australian pilot Sidney de Contesau. The airline began with a single Douglas DC-3 aircraft nicknamed Betsy, flying routes between Hong Kong, Manila, Bangkok, and Singapore. In 1948, the British trading firm Jardine Matheson, also known as Swire, became a major stakeholder, helping the young airline expand its fleet and its regional network. During the 1950s and 1960s, Cathay Pacific steadily grew across Asia, building a reputation for safety and service. The arrival of jet aircraft in the 1970s, including the Boeing 707 and later the Boeing 747, transformed the airline into a long-haul international carrier. In 1973, Cathay introduced its first Boeing 747, allowing non-stop flights to Europe and positioning Hong Kong as a major global aviation hub. Throughout the 80s and the 90s, Cathay Pacific expanded rapidly, launching routes to North America, Europe, Australia, and the Middle East. The opening of Hong Kong International Airport at Chek Lep Kok in 1998 marked a new era of growth and modernization. Despite challenges such as the Asian financial crisis, SARS, and global downturns, Cathay Pacific remains one of Asia's leading premium airlines. Today, it continues to connect Hong Kong to the world, known for its award-winning service, modern fleet, and strong role in international aviation. Okay, so let's take a look around this cabin. As I said before, there's 24 business class seats in here. They're in a 222 configuration. I believe this is one of their older configurations. The other some of their A330s are configured for long haul flights. So they have the same seats that are on the A350 that we're going to be riding on our 15-hour flight to Boston. But overall, like I said, for a regional plane where you're, less than 3 hours, it's perfectly fine. The seats are comfortable. You do have power outlets, as you can see, at the seats, and they're good. They show their age a little bit. That's an iPod jack that they have. You can plug in there, and then USB-A, not USB-C port. As I said earlier, the IFE screen it's not super responsive, but the way these seats are designed is the person in front of you can recline, and it doesn't affect you in the least. It's all encapsulated.
Notice anything funny about this water bottle? There's no label, but it did have a seal. So, qu'est-ce que c'est? What the F over.
As you'd expect on a short haul flight, immediately after takeoff, they started serving the food. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it. The odd thing was, it took them about an hour to serve the entire meal service, and then they just kind of disappeared for the second half of the flight. Like, literally, I didn't see a flight attendant until at the end when they were getting ready to get the cabin ready for landing. So that was kind of odd. As I've already mentioned, the in-flight entertainment on this A330 was probably the low spot. It was not very responsive. I had to keep pushing the buttons to make it do it. Luckily, it was such a short flight that it didn't really matter. I suppose if you got it locked onto a movie and you started watching the movie, it would have been fine. But like I said, this flight was like 2 hours and 11 minutes long, so it was not a factor. All right, so let's talk about the service. As I mentioned before, the flight attendants were very polite. They were very professional. Service with a smile. They were very friendly. The only odd thing was that after 1 hour into the flight, as soon as the meal service was done, they literally vanished. And I didn't want to be that guy and be pushing the call button to get another drink or glass of wine or anything like that, but we really didn't see them till the end of the flight. So not the best service I've ever had. They weren't proactive. Like, I would say the flight attendants at Qatar are, constantly cruising up and down the aisle, seeing if you need something. This was not it. They weren't rude. They weren't, and if you did press the call button and they came, they served you whatever you wanted with a smile on their face, but they just weren't actively doing it on their own. So I just found that kind of interesting. But I still enjoyed the flight. Okay, so value. For such a short flight, I mean, we bought round trip tickets all the way from Bangkok to Boston, so it was kind of all included. I don't think I would spend the money on a regional, like a 2-hour flight for business class. It's not worth it. You can save a ton of money by not doing that. The service was fine, like I said, but I just, is it really worth it to upgrade to business class for a 2-hour flight? I would say no. But if it's all part of your total of 20 hours of traveling, sure, go for it. Here's how I'd rank the business classes. Number 1 is Qatar. Still, they are consistently just always good. They're very proactive. Number 2, I give to Starlux, the new Taiwanese upstart. It was a fantastic flight. You can check out my channel. I did a review of the flight. I flew from Bangkok all the way to LA round trip. EVA Air was also fantastic. We flew that to London. Then I'd put Cathay Pacific in the 4th slot. And just because of what I said about the flight attendants, like disappearing on us. And then in the 5th slot, I'd slot Singapore. We had 2 business class flights on Singapore. One was really good. The other one wasn't. So just from an inconsistency standpoint. But this is how I'd rank the top 5 business classes that we've flown on. And we've done about 12 or 13, but this is where I'd let the top 5 sit. Anyways, I hope you got something out of this, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks.